Howdy. Oh, that just went fucking eerily silent, didn't it? Howdy, folks. So, let's get a problem out of the way. I fucked up shaving my head today. It is way too short. It is just way too fucking short. And what happened was I shaved it to the normal level, which is a 4 on my razor. And then I was like, oh, I missed a bit here. Left, forgot I'd taken the guard off to clean it, and just went... and then had to do the whole thing. So... yeah, that's my hair now. Also, what do you all think of the brand new microphone setup? We have a new mic. It should be better than the old mic. And as a result, we've had to change some of the... Doesn't matter if it looks cool, what matters is it sounds good. And as a result, we've had to, this is the wrong thing, change some of the layout a bit, so that the camera is more facing the corner of the room so that I can accurately face the microphone. We've also had to put me on... This is way too big. Me on the other side so that I'm still facing the gameplay. Which is something that's going to take some getting used to, the idea of now looking this way to see chat. But it does make more sense, because now, to my knowledge, I am looking at chat. Like, I'm looking at the chat window over there. You also hold my water. Also, we've added a little pop-up that will be coming around every half an hour or so. That looks like this. Mic sounds good, a bit quiet compared to the game. I have turned the game down. But I actually might turn the microphone up just a tiny little bit. How's that? Alright, so we're hopping back in with some story analysis of Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, we're hopping back in with some story analysis of Red Dead Redemption 2. We've just begun the chapter in Valentine, the second chapter of the game, and we've had some interesting insights into the characters so far. There's some honey on my keyboard from, So I ate a jar, like half a jar of honey earlier. And I've been regretting it. Just so much. So much pain. Winnie the Pooh makes it look easy, the little fucker. So yeah, so far we have... Well, I guess to fill you guys in on the backstory of what was going on last time we were playing, we had, after a robbery gone wrong, the Vanderlyn gang have had to flee over the mountains into this new part of the country. While fleeing, we lost a few members of the gang, and we gained a widowed woman named Sadie Adler, and a hostage of our rivals, the O'Driscoll gang, called Kieran Duffy. Sadie's husband was killed by the O'Driscolls. And since then, we have stolen their plans, robbed a train, and have now continued on our journey down into the more civilized part of Valentine.
Jack, where are you?
Bring piercing animals to supply the camp. He can use the meat for food and skins to craft satchels with increased capacity.
Good morning, Arthur. Okay there, Dutch? Warm, dry, and nobody's shooting at me. A marked improvement. Indeed. Okay, I'll catch you later then. All right, Arthur. What's wrong? Thought you'd be happy to be off that mountain.
Oh, I don't know.
You ain't been yourself for a while.
She has been acting weird.
All right, well, I should be getting on.
I need to be alone.
Okay, Molly. Molly's
Can
poem.
I get some room?
I was a girl until your call commanded me to cross the sea. I've nothing left, I gave you all. My darling
When are
Liffey
you gonna
was so
grow?
small. Your land and love are vast and free. I was a girl until your call. You stood so strong and dark and tall. You stole the heartbeat out of me. I've nothing left, I gave you all. Your lips enchant, your eyes enthrall. Your empire is of ecstasy.
Will you leave me be?
I was a girl until your call. Your parasites and lackeys crawl, mocking a love they dare not see. I've nothing left, I gave you all. I sit in solitude and scrawl
How are you?
these wretched words and wait for thee. I was a girl until your call. I've nothing left, I gave you all. Well, I wonder who this is about. It's Dutch. Also, wait, did the poem just reappear? Or is this a different letter? It is! No, I can just take it as many times as I like and it'll reappear on the thing. Alright, Miss Grimshaw.
What do you think of this place, Susan?
An improvement on the last, that's for sure.
Well, that ain't too hard. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Let's go see our hostage as well. Hey, Abigail.
You okay, Abigail?
Settling in?
Good. Well, I should get back to it.
Okay.
How's Kieran doing? Let's antagonize him.
Hey, O'Driscoll, I reckon you must be in the wrong camp.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Don't worry, I'm just playing with you.
Oh, sure, very funny.
Oh, I forgot. You sold them out to save your own skin.
Can't you just leave me be?
You're our boot boy now.
Get away from me!
No one ever said keeping a hostage was a nice thing.
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
All right?
Guten Tag,
Keep
Strauss.
those books full now.
I'm trying.
Chop firewood. Wonder where like the rest of the camp is. There's a good portion missing. Alright, what quests have we got? Uncle over there, Reverend Swanson down there. And Javier is in town. I guess logically we start with Uncle. Also, hopefully the volume level is a bit better now, guys. If it isn't, do let me know. Oh, hey. More people to talk to.
How you doing, Karen?
All right, I guess. Grimshaw's driving me crazy.
Well, so no change there. All right, Mary Beth?
I'm bored out of my mind. Been cooped up
About
for
ready
days.
to stab one of these needles in my eye.
bored is better than freezing.
Why are you all trying to talk
You
to me
okay
at
there,
once?
Tilly?
I'm okay. Warm at least. Could do with getting out of here for a bit.
I'm sure.
I wonder where Sadie or John is. Now I'm just looking around the camp for people. Oh, hey, Hosea. It's my dad.
You were right about this place. Good spot.
You'll do for now.
For sure. Anyway, I won't disturb you.
See you later.
It's interesting how both Abigail and
Must be enough for me to have a couple of bites.
Molly isolate themselves from the rest of the women in the camp, but only Molly gets shit for it.
Hey there.
You know?
How are you?
Hey, Jack.
How are you, Jack? Hear you was sick?
A little bit, but Uncle Hosea gave me some medicine.
Okay, good. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Okay, Uncle Arthur.
Nice kid. Nice little kid. And here's his dad.
How you feeling? Stronger for sure. But not strong enough to work. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Anyway, like,
Yep.
I mentioned it last time, but just the mere fact that, like, John can read is such a show of... Like, such an interesting trait is that John and Arthur can read, and Lenny. And Dutch, and Hosea, like... What's all this? And evidently Molly can at least write, which, you know, presumes that she can read. Dutch's speech notes. Huh. So Dutch writes his speeches. He even has like pauses in there. Makes me who I am. That choice is what makes me a man. Makes me an angel, not a monkey. So ask yourself, what is a man? And there you have your answer. Walk like a man who believes in the freedom of his own mind, believes in his God, knows there is a heaven, or hide up on a tree like a god-forsaken monkey. Interesting that there's no punctuation, or very little punctuation. Then say something else about freedom. That quote of Miller's, the whole point of America is freedom, etc. It's interesting that the idea that he writes his speeches. Like, it's not just... It's pre-planned. All of those big quotes about freedom and peace and justice are stuff that he's come up with already. Alright, let's go find Uncle. There he is.
Hey! Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive, you get to think all day.
Well,
Yep.
It's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
Do you want to head into town? See if we can find anything out?
Sure, I got some errands to run.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
Sorry,
You
Uncle,
gonna
you gotta
take the
do
old man
work.
into town? Take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do.
We're bored out of our minds. Been cooped up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Well, can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores.
Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on in.
I really like the
I
dynamic
can't believe we're
that
going
the
to
camp
see
has.
civilization. Feels like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. You ladies are gonna love it.
Okay, then. Let's go.
All right. Out through the trees here, then take a left.
I love the dynamic of the group. Like, there's clear admiration for Arthur from everyone. Not necessarily admiration that Arthur seems to want, but definitely admiration that the group at least feel he's deserved. And even Uncle, they seem to have some respect for, despite the fact that everyone kind of makes fun of him.
Ladies, sing us a song.
I got a girl in Berryville. Can't be screwed 'cause she's too damn ill. So I don't go down there no more.
Go right
There's a
here.
blue horse
Quicker.
lays outside her door.
I mean, you know.
Look at that coach. He's all over the place.
This is all I
Is one of you gonna get that fella's horse?
Oh, I got lumbago. It's very serious.
All right, I'll see what's going on.
Fun fact,
Lumbago,
lumbago, which is a real
right there,
disease,
friend?
cannot be
hey,
terminal
you
like
couldn't
Uncle
help me get
claims
my
it
little
is.
horse back from over there, could you?
Alright, let's get his horse. No, 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 no. When near, lock on with X and press X to calm it. Should probably put this lasso away.
Whoa there, easy.
Let's see it, Arthur.
Whoa now, easy, easy.
There we go.
There, you got it. Well done, Arthur.
That was easy. It's a fucking big horse. Like, Arthur is comically small on this thing.
Here you go.
Oh, I can pat it.
Sir. A gentleman. No, not really. I was just trying to impress the women. Well, anyway, thank you.
This isn't the first time as well that we've seen Arthur take a compliment and kind of push it aside and be like, nah, you know, I don't really deserve it. Like what, or like his interesting refusal to see himself as anything more than a piece of shit.
Come on, Arthur. Enough showing off.
And then Uncle immediately reinforces that behavior by being like, stop showing off.
Regular old fairy godmother there, Arthur. What's
Like
that
doing
supposed to mean?
nice things is met with ridicule.
A small one, perhaps, hidden deep inside, but a real one. And you haven't, your pulse-bold lizard.
Blizzards have hearts.
Well, Arthur, I'm proud of you.
To be honest, if you lot hadn't been here, I probably would have robbed him.
Did that guy just hop on the train as he ran? I didn't notice that. That's a lovely little detail. Alright, let's see what happens to the frame rate around civilization.
Hello, sheep. Or is that Uncle?
Because it'll probably get tanked.
This looks like a decent little town.
Other people, finally.
Look at all that snow on the mountains. Sure don't want to be back up there.
You think we should have asked Molly to come with us?
Oh no, Miss O'Shea is far too high and mighty now for the likes of us.
See, this is
or
what I was
do
talking
any
about.
real work. She's a society lady now. Okay.
Both Abigail
Take a
and
good
Molly
look around, ladies.
spend time away
See
from the
what we
rest
got
of the
here.
women,
Sheriff's
but only
all
Molly
right.
gets mocked for it,
Sure, you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
which is an
Heaven
interesting
forbid you put your
perspective,
head on the line.
because that implies to me more jealousy
Ooh,
than
yes.
necessary.
We can get up to some mischief here, all right.
Just
Anything
remember,
else.
keep a low profile.
Will you remember that, though, Arthur?
Probably not.
Let's park up down the end there, near the stables.
What's this all about?
So there's a giant cart coming at you. Don't walk in front
All
of me.
right. Here we are, just like I said. The cultural center of civilization. Man at his finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
Okay, just stay out of trouble and don't get yourselves noticed.
Right, I need to get something from the stores.
Okay, well, we'll see you at the general store when you're done.
Come on, ladies. Imagine we're in Paris.
I imagine Paris and Valentine.
So that's how you see yourself, is it? A maniac?
Well, in my youth, I used to be known as the one-shot kid.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask why.
I'm sure there's a
You are
joke
a
in there
sad
about him
man,
taking
Arthur
one
Morgan.
shot and then never
But I
firing
know
his
you
gun
love me.
again.
Desperately. You're my favorite parasite. No. Ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite parasite.
Very funny.
I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague, then you.
Shut up. This is the place now. Come on.
Frame rate seems okay.
So, what do you need?
Hell, a drop of whiskey for a start. You know, something to pass the time while we're waiting on the women.
Always thinking ahead, ain't you?
You're looking a bit tired there, Arthur. Why don't you pick up some coffee while we're here?
Plenty out on the shelves, but I got more out back.
Okay.
Coffee?
If you're done, I'll meet you outside. I won't be too long.
Well, we got to see what else this guy has, obviously. Oh, what can I sell you? Oh, hey, I can sell the assorted salted offals that I got earlier. Chocolate bar. Fine brandy. None of this stuff is worth anything.
So, you're actually buying for once? Are you feeling all right?
See this? Young folk got no respect for their elders no more. What do you
Pocket
reckon?
watch.
A lamb or a sausage?
Gun oil.
Well, this here's a sheep town. The lamb's the best in the state.
Horse
I know what the smell
survivor.
is.
Well, that's a ripe cheese, all right.
Let's see what else this guy has for sale. So what have you guys all been up to recently? Ooh, clothing. Time to play
Well done.
Barbie's
Thank
Horse
you kindly.
Adventure.
Ah, this should do the trick.
Yep, that's fine whiskey.
That should do us. Let's go wait for them outside.
Coat. Ooh, a
All
duster.
the best, fellers.
We gotta check this out. I feel like any self-respecting cowboy has to have himself a good duster, you know? That's too fancy. Pants. Padded saddle work pants. Everyday pants. Accessories. Remember when I said I was going to do story analysis and now I'm buying clothes? That's the way it is. Let's see how I look with my duster. Yeah, duster looks good. Howdy.
Oh, here's to your good health, sir. And to being down here off that mountain.
Absolutely.
It's a funny world, you know.
Oh, hey, there's Karen.
This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Gentlemen, I think I got something good.
What?
I snuck into this fancy house. Acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking
love
a
the little
trip
patches
from
on
New
his
York
beard.
or someplace.
That's
Train
really good.
full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
See,
I
everyone
think
has
at the
their roles,
hotel,
and
they were
that's
picking up
just
some drunken
love that.
fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
It seemed easy. They had
Why?
been gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there.
Well, that looks like
does
trouble.
Not look ideal.
Excuse me.
Get your hands off me.
You thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly?
Oh, he knows who she is.
Get off me! Get off of me!
Get your hands off her.
I mean, the law was alerted. It's America. Am I not allowed to just fire guns randomly in the air?
Get your hands off me!
You thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly?
You can go kiss a damn snake for all the boys.
Get your hands off of her. Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get the hell off of her, you son of a bitch. Hey, take it easy. There's no problem here.
There will be if you don't get out of here right now.
I like his threatening voice.
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with you right now.
Go wait with Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
What was that all about?
Just someone I used to know.
Uncle, look after her. I'm gonna go see about Karen in the hotel.
Oh, actually, that patch on his beard really bothers me. I'm gonna have to go shave that at some point.
Can I help you, sir?
So, fun fact, this guy is voiced by a Let's Player.
I'm looking for a girl who came in here earlier with a drunk fella. Mid-20s, blonde. You'd remember her.
Yeah, they're in 2B upstairs. Are you, a friend of his?
A friend of hers.
Well, that music is a bit
No
threatening.
trouble now, please.
Why would you say that? That would be why.
Hey!
Hey, you!
A friend of hers.
Get out of here, buddy. I paid.
Ain't paid to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! Come on, fool!
Fucking hell. We beat the fucking
hell you
shit out
doing
of him.
Trying to play him? Not very well.
You okay?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just men. But stupid bastard was boasting about the bank.
The bank?
Sure, I know small town banks are usually a waste of time, but this is a livestock town. There's lots of cash sometimes.
Everything's okay up
Okay. Keep investigating.
So we're just gonna. So we're just gonna ignore that, huh? The fact that like. Okay, I guess we're just gonna ignore that.
After you. Thank you, Arthur. I don't much like being saved, but when I have to be.
I understand.
You okay?
Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
All right, then.
Hey, who's that guy over there looking at us?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you with a bunch of fellers.
Me? No. Impossible. Listen, buddy, come here for a minute.
I saw you.
Come here.
Come on, get.
Fuck.
I
That's
don't
not
like
good.
this. Me neither. Go get the girls home. I'm gonna go have a word with our friend.
Be careful, Arthur.
Just a word. Yeah!
That's not good.
Just borrowing it.
You stay away from me!
Get back here right now!
I tell you, this place is cursed.
That's far enough!
Mister, please!
Okay.
Sorry!
Let's
We need to talk, pal!
let's get this guy and we'll come to some kind of arrangement.
Please, do something!
The man from Blackwater.
Why are you telling lies about me?
No, I got it wrong, partner. I got it very wrong. Now please help me up.
I ain't...
So we have a choice here. Choice 1. Kill him. Which would preserve the safety of the group. Choice 2. Help him, and hopefully he won't tell anyone about us. Now, I'm going to try and play this as in character as I imagine Arthur would be. Which might mean I might not always make the most virtuous of choices.
Never been in Blackwater.
Then why are you chasing me?
I've got an unfortunate face.
Yes, yes. No, please!
He slipped.
Yep.
Let's go give his horse back. We all saw it. He very clearly slipped. You can return the horse you stole it to its owner in Valentine in order to regain honor. We'll do that. Sorry, buddy.
Horseback, friend.
Oh, you really were just borrowing it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, had to chase the man down. He's not going to come back round. Don't ask about him.
Oh, hello again. Never too soon, huh?
So apparently, this house will continue to be built as the game goes on. Like, it'll actually update, which is pretty cool.
Hey there, mister.
Howdy, sir.
Hi there, mister. Howdy.
This is a really pretty game. I say it a lot, but it really is a pretty game.
All right, there we go.
Hello, friends.
Oh, Arthur, come here, come over here. I want you to meet our friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, ain't you just a tough-as-teak mountain man?
Oh, you be quiet, Anastasia. Anyone can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Exactly. Yes, he's a pussy cat. Ain't that so, Arthur?
Whatever you say. How much you cost, anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Excuse me.
He's such a dickhead.
Well,
for no
I must
reason.
say, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah, regular dandy and a charm. Where's Bill?
Oh, man. I dread to think about it. Hey! There he is.
Watch where you're going. Take it
Are you about to kiss that guy or punch him?
Oh, and we have our...
There are some implications throughout this game that Bill might be gay. Which is a really interesting thing to to kind of imply for your, Western cowboy gang. Despite the fact that most cowboys were, of course, pretty gay. And I guess now we're gonna beat the shit out of them.
These bastards. Oh, come on. We can handle these fools.
Hi, Captain Lucifer. How are you doing? You knocked my hat off. Where's my hat? There it is. Hey, Charles.
What the hell's going on down here?
Oh, you're big.
Come here, you little greaser.
Yeah, Tommy, stay out of this.
No.
Ow! You hit me with a fucking chair.
That's it! Arthur! Give Javier a hand over there!
Save Javier. Oh shit. Oh no. My hat! Oh fuck.
Come on, pretty boy. Pretty boy? You're kidding me. Pretty boy?
Am I that pretty? I mean, I'm pretty, but I don't think Arthur's pretty.
Let's see it.
How am I? I'm doing well, thanks.
Get going.
How are you?
Get going. You okay there, Arthur? Yeah. I got this son of a bitch.
I mean, you guys could hop in if you want.
You must be the village idiot, huh?
Ow! Getting fucking bodied by Big Tommy here. Stop calling me pretty, it's weird.
Be so pretty when I'm done.
This isn't fight and talk, Tommy. You're not as strong a fighter as you think you are when you keep referring to my attractiveness. Alright, stay down. Come on. That's enough, Tommy. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Stop! Please! Please! I beg you, stop! Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of yours?
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
There's at least one guy in the back there with a beard who's like, yes, kill.
Making new friends again, I see, Arthur.
Look
Hi,
who
Dutch.
we found sniffing about.
Josiah Trelawney.
The very same.
Well, I thought you'd gone to New York.
And miss all this glamour. You must be joking.
How are you?
Well, quite well indeed. I went to Blackwater looking for you gentlemen. You're not very popular there, it seems. Ah, Javier and Charles. I've missed you. And Bill looking as well as can be. Gentlemen.
That's such a backhanded compliment. You're looking well as can be. For you, Bill.
Always a pleasure.
You're right. We ain't too popular in Blackwater.
We left a lot of money there.
And young Sean, it seems.
Sean, you found him.
Yes, I have. He's being held by some bounty hunters, trying to see how much money the government will pay them. I know he's in Blackwater, but there's talk of them moving.
Well, if we step foot in Blackwater... Well, then we're dead men for sure.
There'll be Pinkertons all over the place, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Yeah, of course.
I do like the no man left behind mentality.
Always is. Charles, go find out what you can, carefully. Josiah, take Javier. Arthur, go get yourself cleaned up. Join them when you're ready.
Well, what about me?
Well, exactly. What about you?
What does that mean?
Oh, Bill, come on.
Ah, gotta love some random barrel water. That's probably healthy to... Yeah, that's probably a real healthy piece of water to splash all over my face. We'll just not look at that again. No, no, come back. I want to order a drink. Like, I know you're shut because we just beat up all your patrons, but... Come back, I just want to talk. Okay. Potion of green. So, we have a random stranger mission over there. We've got 3 missions back at camp. A mission over here for Reverend Swanson. Your horse is out of range.
Not again.
God damn it.
What the devil?
Well, I guess we're walking back to camp. We'll come do these gunslinging missions later, I think.
Come on. Give a fella a nickel. Give me a dime. Give me something.
to get a drink. I'm parched. Give a fellow a nickel. I'm all tangle-footed.
Hello,
Howdy.
mister.
Hey, brother. I'm too old to get a job, mister. Way too old. Can't we be friends?
Sure.
Sure.
Why not?
I'm so happy. I ain't had a friend in a long time. Long time. My last friend died. Weren't my fault. They said it was, but they was wrong. It's fun being with you, mister. Can I hold you a second, mister? Can I?
Okay.
Okay, just quickly.
That felt good. It's nice to be held sometimes. Oh, we used to hold each other in the war. You got sad eyes, mister. Like you seen sad things.
Oh, you're 100% correct. I have
Remember
seen
with
horrible
kindness.
things. Remember with kindness. That's a good message. Remember with kindness.
Damn.
I would like it if my horse remembered to fucking come back to me. I guess I'm walking home.
Howdy there. Welcome.
That's another Let's Player.
Thanks, partner.
Wait, is it just the same guy on both sides?
Good evening, sir.
Just a moment, please.
Wait.
Well,
thanks, mister.
So that train that got robbed up in the Grizzlies had Mr. Cornwall's car on it, apparently.
Really?
I'll be right over.
Come on, Jeff.
Anything? You have a good one.
Yeah, the hotel owner in Valentine's, voiced by Jack as well. Lucifer.
Out of the damn way!
I guess we're walking back to camp. You have lost your hat. It can be retrieved from your horse or wardrobe. I have lost my hat, unfortunately. So, chat, what's everyone been up to in the past week? Happy Valentine's Day, my lovelies. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you all had a wonderful day. And if you didn't, I hope you had a wonderful discount chocolate day the following day.
Come on.
My horse is still out of whistling range. Do I have to be next to the fucking thing? My horse is apparently as deaf as I am.
Never comes when I need it.
Just keep jogging. Jog to the point of exhaustion, and then eat some baked beans, just fresh out of a can. That's the Arthur Morgan way. Oh, now you come fucking bounding over, don't you?
Who goes there?
It's me.
Bruises don't look so bad.
Hope you had a good old time while I've been stuck standing here.
Oh, yeah. That fight was nothing.
You were also barely in the fight, Bill. I don't know where you are, but... Oh, there you are.
All right, well, I should be getting on.
Give me my hat back. We should probably go get the Reverend, too. All of our supplies are pretty low, though. What does Hosea want?
Hey, Arthur.
Hosea,
Ooh, hunting. That'll solve my
You want to
problem.
go hunting?
what are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No, I saw a huge bear. One of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. Look, you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then.
I'm caked in mud. I have
you
barely
still ain't
any
replaced
supplies to my
Boadicea?
name.
Nah, I miss her.
That's
She was
everything I
quite a
need.
horse. This one's okay, but ain't no Boadicea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me and was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's
The
on the
less
way.
said about that, the
Sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him. You could buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on him. Let's get going.
Okay. But I do kind of like this horse.
There's
Remove
nothing wrong
saddle.
with 2 horses. And the stables always have the best ones.
I guess
Thank
you're
you
right.
for proving just how useful you are,
This is
horse,
gonna be fun,
by
Arthur.
shitting on me.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel. If I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature.
Easy, big feller.
All right, let's head into town. No bar fights, please. I heard about that.
I'll do my best.
To be fair, I didn't start it. I just ended it.
Gone a couple of days. They got a good range of horse tack at the Valentine stables. Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
I love the relationship between
I
Arthur
remember
and
now.
Hosea.
Just about.
Like,
That
Arthur...
turned into a long day.
Arthur very much
Yes.
feels like Hosea's
Remember?
son, rather
Back
than
went crazy.
Dutch's.
Threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold we left him there. Came back in the next day and he woke up, started right back drinking again.
I'll miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spark, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Another hint that Bill might be gay.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Or at least that the
Nonsense.
gang thinks
We'll be all
that
right.
Bill might be gay.
Just need some money to get back on our feet.
Also, there's
I
another
hope
mention
so.
of luck. For those
found a way
you
to
who are keeping
offload
track
those
at home.
Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. I have a couple of leads I'm looking into.
Yeah, for those of you keeping track at home, there's another mention
Don't
of
let
luck.
that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
Your horse is
He's
agitated,
all right.
you can press left
Yeah,
stick
good
to
boy.
calm.
You're all right, boy.
Boy. Arthur Morgan versus Kratos for
Stables are
championship
just up
for
ahead.
saying boy. The reversed apple black thoroughbred horse will be available to collect in stable.
All right. Go sell that big brute. Buy yourself a horse.
Okay.
I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure that bear out with.
They sell nice coffee if you want
Meet
it.
you back here in a bit.
Hey, how can I help you?
I'm in the market for a new horse. Something strong and fast.
Yeah, well, you're in the right place. I got some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. And what about this one here? Yeah, you looking to sell?
I ain't sure yet.
You got papers?
No. No papers.
Well, of course, that's gonna affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella.
I like
who's
how
been
much of this
looking for a
culture does
decent
seem to
workhorse
be
like
like,
this for a while.
we'll just look the other way.
We'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable him here for you. Here, take a look.
$65. That's a lot of money. Oh, hey, I already have a horse. Enter name. What should we call the horse, chat? What shall we call this horse? Info. Thoroughbred, versatile black, female. Or there's this one. But I think, you know, for obvious reasons, we have to go with her. What are the other horses available? Any other suggestions? Or are we gonna go with Galaxy? I'm trying to remember what my horse was called. I think it was Percy. Or Perry or something like that. I'll meet you. I like night, so let's go with. That's not the letters I wanted. Night in. Man, I'm bad at spelling. Let's go with Nightingale. I don't think there's two G's in Nightingale. There is not.
Anyway, I know. Well, manure ain't gonna shovel itself. Goodbye now.
Tack and services. Equipment. Saddles. Saddlebags. Upgraded saddlebags. Stirrups. Gotta go with some comfy stirrups. That's a nice looking horn. We return to Barbie's horse adventure. There we go. You know what, let's get the upgraded saddlebag while we're here. Ooh, we can customize our mane if we want to. Let's get her a nice white regular mane. My roommate's door is incredibly loud. services. Nope, horse is fully restored. Horse provisions. Get us some apples. Let's get some potent horse medicine, some regular horse medicine while we're here too. And some sugar cubes. Maybe some celery. Okay.
All right, partner. You got yourself a deal. And a fine new horse.
I hope so.
Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals.
Oh god, it's become night
You have
while I
my
was
word
there.
on that. All right, let's see.
It's like when you go into a movie theater and you come out and you're still expecting it to be day,
Here
and then you're
are
like,
your
where
papers.
the fuck did the light go?
And on me, a new grooming brush and some treats.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I probably didn't need to buy all those
All right,
apples.
you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look after you just fine.
She matches my hat.
Looks like a nice animal you got there.
She's fucking huge. Look at her.
Guess we'll see. Let's go, girl.
Big lady.
All right, let's get going. We got quite a ride ahead of us.
Lead the way. So, what's this lake we're heading for?
It's called O'Creagh's Run, up in the mountains east of Cumberland Falls. I just hope I can remember how to get there.
Big
Back
lady.
into the mountains. I sure didn't figure on that.
But this time, we're doing the chasing. So how are things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
For someone
spoken to him
who
many
has,
times.
like,
He knows.
who's someone whose bigger focus is loyalty, like Arthur's, I can imagine why someone disappearing from the group for a year is such a betrayal of trust.
He did wrong. He just wants to put it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's a code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney. Dutch and you pretty much raised him.
I know. But it's done. Has been for a while now.
It's interesting Jose's point of view, where
Nobody
it's
else
like,
would have been
we
welcome
can't
back
change the
that
past,
easy
we should just
after
let go
that
and move
long.
on.
And you know it.
Maybe. But please don't you put that to the test.
I never would.
It's very interesting the way in which people's opinion of John brings stuff out. Because to Arthur, John is definitely like the little brother who seems to get away with anything, while Arthur has all the responsibilities. And to Hosea, it's like, yeah, he made a mistake, and you know, we move on.
Okay. I think we need to head right up
We're a
here.
bunch of killers and thieves. You know, who the fuck are we to judge people? That cliff kind of looks like a face with an open mouth.
Yes, I remember this place. Moonstone Pond. We're going the right way.
I wonder how the naming of things went in these days. Like, how did you get it so it's like, this is Moonstone Pond? Who came up with that name, and who managed to get it to sit? Did some guy just start calling it Moonstone Pond one day? And then everyone was like, well, I guess, you know, James said it's Moonstone Pond, so I guess we call it Moonstone Pond. Ask about Mike.
I
Oh,
should
Sean.
really be heading back over to Great Plains, see about Sean.
It's bounty hunters who've got him?
So Trelawney says. Javier and Charles have gone with him to scope it out.
Pretty dangerous going anywhere near Blackwater.
Right, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
But you didn't have the same belief about John. You were like, yeah, he'll be fine. He'll make his way back. He already does.
Maybe we should catch one to cook.
Sure. Shoot one.
You don't want to use anything too powerful on a small animal like that. Just ruin the meat. Best thing's a bow or a 22 caliber varmint rifle.
I have hunted.
Where'd the rabbits go?
It's before, you know.
Yes. An oblivion. With a shotgun, if I remember right.
Let's get ourselves a rabbit. Be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit. Probably didn't need to use Deadeye for that, but I wanted the rabbit. Black-tailed jackrabbit.
Good job. All right. It's getting late. Reckon we should camp here.
Sure.
Stow the rabbit on your horse. No. Yeah, Arthur, pick up your food. Stop playing with your food, Arthur. You're like a 30-something-year-old man.
Come on, girl.
You get it set up.
Let's get off the trail at least. I have thought about nothing since Friday, except playing this game.
I'm famished.
Cook that
Like
rabbit.
it has been head empty,
They're
wannabe cowboy.
delicious on an open fire like this.
I can't believe we're fucking 4 hours in and we're still doing tutorials. That's fucking amazing. Or really bad pacing, depending on your point of view. Like, this could have been covered in the mission with Charles.
You want some of this?
No, I'm fine. I don't like eating this late.
Okay. After all that.
Like, this could have been covered in an earlier mission where we did exactly this. I'm just saying. But it gives us time with Hosea, who I love.
Well,
so
we better get some rest.
we love a
I want
rational
to be up
thinker
at
in this
first light
chat.
to find this monster.
Time to go sleepy.
You better be worth all this drama.
What drama? You caught a rabbit and you ate it. That's all you've done, Arthur. What drama are you fucking talking about?
Morning, Arthur. You ready?
No, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
I could go for coffee.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but we might need to lay bait to draw him out. Bears like fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot
Yeah,
of
they eat a fucking jar of honey on a cartoon, and then you apparently internalize that as something natural that can be done, and then you make yourself feel sick for like 3 hours, and then you shave half your hair off by accident.
dollars. Bait then
I'm getting this
shoot
bear.
from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous.
I'm getting this
But
bear at a spike.
we'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him. Can you mix up this bait for me while I finish packing this up? Fish, berries. I'll tie it up in that rag when you're done.
I hope you know what you're talking about.
New journal entry. I want to read the journal.
Go up in the mountains, Arthur. I was virtually weaned on bear meat.
Okay, I think I got this done.
I want to read the journal.
Good.
I don't give a
Pack
shit
up
about the
and we'll
bear.
get going.
Thank God we don't have to go through all the manual effort of like breaking down the camp and putting everything back. Because at this point I wouldn't put it past this game. What did I say in the journal? Okay, we passed this page.
Hold.
That was about Davy's death. Oh, the train.
You eyed me up. On your way.
I'm reading a fucking book, dude. Calm down. Ridge, Leviticus, Cornwall. Seems Cornwall Driscoll had the same idea as us. He's been hiding up here, scouting out a train he wanted to rob. We bumped into some of his boys at some farmstead they were robbing. Found that poor woman whose husband they had murdered, and she's now riding with us. She ain't got no place better to be. Then, Dutch being Dutch, and his hatred for Colm being just as powerful as it ever was, a whole bunch of us went to pay him a visit in his camp, but he escaped. He didn't exactly escape, we let him go. We grabbed one of his boys. Poor bastard ain't spoken yet. I don't know why I'm doing this accent. But he will once we freeze him a little, then set Bill on him. Been about a few weeks, but we're mostly still alive. Dutch being Dutch is busy making plans and figuring out just how we're going to survive. And Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams. You can already feel a bit of disillusionment coming from Arthur in these journals. Some really good drawings though, look at that. Finally, a thaw in this god-awful winter. We've got off the mountain and rode east in some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many years. Hosea seems to know the country a little. Ain't been much of a spring, now hauled up at a place called Horseshoe Overlook outside of a dumpy little cattle town named Valentine. Actually, it's a sheep town. Dutch seems a little better, his eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel a little happier, in spite of the whole Blackwater mess. Improvise. Heading to Valentine with Uncle and the girls. Girls went scouting out work while Uncle and I had a few drinks, and he explained most of his theories on existence and barefaced lies about his past. Things took a strange turn. Some fella seemed to recognize me, or us, from Blackwater. Guess we've been hauled up there for too long, while Hosea and I scouted that job that never was. I chased the bastard. Then I killed him anyway. Sometimes there's no point taking a chance. And then I drew a picture of a bunny rabbit. See, sometimes Arthur's journal does make him sound a bit deranged, where he's like, I killed that man, no point taking a chance. Here's a pretty bunny rabbit I drew.
Okay.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie years ago.
Really? I didn't know that. I imagine you still miss her.
Every day.
Did you two ever think about getting out of the life?
We did briefly. You don't remember? Guess you were still young. Didn't last long. I drifted back into it. She understood. She knew what I was.
I remember you not being around for a while, but well, things were looser back then.
Truth is, there's never really any getting out. And staying in, it's hard. You know that. But Bessie and I made it work. Why? You thinking about getting out?
Me? No, of course not.
There's a very dangerous narrative going on here from Hosea, which is basically, it's a repetition of that thing Dutch said in the last chapter where he's like, outlaws for life. This is it. This is our lives. There is no changing that. There is no escaping that. We are outlaws. We're bad men. We are criminals for the rest of our lives. Which is kind of concerning when you remember the whole reason that we are criminals is so that we can escape being criminals. But we seem to also define our lives as criminals. So there's a bit of a pull and tug and pull on what we are and why we're doing things. We're criminals because we want to escape the life of being criminals. And this is the only way that we can do it. But we're also criminals because we have no other choice, and that's all that we ever can be. Those aren't really compatible worldviews.
Listen, if Dutch's grand plans work, and we can make enough money to go someplace new, really new, maybe we can all have a new start. Anyway, for now, let's try and chase ourselves a bear, shall we? Let's slip by the water here, see if he's been fishing again recently. Look for tracks, dung, bones, any sign of him.
Ooh, what's this? Woo-woo? Paw print?
Oh, there's some paw marks here, Hosea. They sure look big enough.
Good. Let's hope it's...
Yeah, Charles taught me. Oh, actually, Charles is right. Like, once you get an eye for it, you can see it in the overworld. Like, not just a glowing light.
Go into those trees.
The game is detailed enough where I bet if I go first person, I bet I can do it without tracking. Yeah, if we go up here, we can follow the broken branches. What's the next clue? There are more broken branches over here than this clearing, but that could just be the effect of the clearing.
Where are you going? It's this way.
Alright, Hosea. Hello, lovely scientist. How are you doing? Okay, I guess we have to do it in a certain order. Ooh, that's a very
Something
dead
on
fish.
the ground here.
Half-eaten fish here. Must have been left by our friend, I reckon.
Come on, see if there's anything else.
We're getting that fun Rockstar thing where we have to do the game a certain way. In which case we have to keep activating this eagle vision.
Something else on the ground, just here.
Don't put your hand in it. Don't put your hand in it. Don't
Looks
put your
real
hand in
fresh.
it.
Reckon he's got to be close.
Let's keep going.
Imagine being the model, like the guy who's doing the modeling.
Looks like the trail ends here.
Something just crashed.
We lost him?
For now. A little optimism.
Something just crashed there. Let's go see what it was. Also, did you guys see the fucking tweet I did? Okay, no, that's still working. To promote this stream, stupid fucking tweet, but my roommate walked in on me trying to do it. So for those of you who haven't seen it, it's good, the bad, and the ugly style picture, little duel between me and this fella, who still doesn't have a name. He needs a name. My roommate's door is right next to where I set up the camera and this guy, and he came out to make dinner and he just saw me sitting on the floor in like full cowboy outfit and trying to get a little Plague Doctor plush to sit up straight. It was one of those moments where I had to be like, listen, you knew I was weird when you moved in. And he was like, yep, sure. Whatever. Speaking of little plushy things, who's messaging me? That wasn't what the transition I was going for. I have a throne, you might have noticed in the description below. Throne is a wishlist service where if there's anything you guys ever want to send to me or buy me a gift or whatever, you can. You don't have to, but you can. Though I'm currently waiting to be verified so that my wishlist gets approved, but there's an option down there. You guys can suggest stuff too. You don't have to. I just thought it'd be a cool thing to have. It's weird being a streamer and like asking for money and stuff. What was the phrase I used last week? Financial support is appreciated but never required.
Arthur?
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could work. Which do you think?
Split up or use bait?
Arthur?
I'm thinking.
Come on, before we lose them all together. Let's just make a call.
We'll use the bait.
Bait
Splitting
here.
up's never
Fine
a good
by me.
plan. You never
Let's leave
split
the
up.
bag over there. By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it.
I need my bow. I just realized I don't like have any of the weapons that I would need for hunting. Thank you, Nightingale. No, Nightingale, you can
Stay, girl.
You don't come with us, Nightingale. You're not hunting the bear. Fun fact about this game, apparently Roger Clark, who voices Arthur Morgan, had to re-record all of his horse lines for female horses because it sounded a bit too... Didn't sound like he was talking to a horse. We'll say that.
Now we wait.
Yeah, I did lose my duel. Wait for the bear.
1,000 pounds, you say?
More or less. Big scar down his face. Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay? You seem nervous.
So do you. I'm fine.
I'm nervous because you're nervous, Hosea.
Let's just take a look at that bait.
Sure.
I mean, we just placed it, but okay.
You only just said it, Jose.
I know, but we need to do this right.
How is it? Is it okay?
Give me a hand here. Got your knife? Shit.
Oh, that is a big fucking bear.
Easy. No,
That's a
too
big
quick.
bear. Ah!
Gun away.
I thought I had my shotgun.
Is he gone? Arthur!
Jose, you alright, dude?
You're fine, old man.
Of course I'm fine. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you, I think. That was fun.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man
Ben's
in a
shot
bar
before, too.
gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it told him
I
where
love
to
Hosea.
find some real big animals.
And also, that's a really good, like,
Thank you.
piece of character
It's a pleasure.
writing. Is having a
You
character
saved
who's
my
like...
life, Arthur. I think I'm going back to...
Because so often you fall into the trope or cliche of being like a bitter old man who's like, I want to be living the life, but I can't be because I got old. Whereas Jose is kind of the opposite, where he's a man who's like, I got old, I can't do this anymore. You still can't though. And Hosea has definitely stepped more into a mentor role than an active gunslinger, thief, hustler guy, which seems to be a role that fits him really well. And as a result, because he's not bitter, he can more readily pass his knowledge on to the people around him.
camp to lick my wounds. You coming, or you gonna track that monster?
Oh, we're going bear
Well-
hunting.
I'm gonna stick around here for a while.
Can I have your big fuck off gun?
I'll see you back at camp. Yeah!
I could use the big fuck off gun, please. New horses are available to purchase in the Valentine, Scarlet Meadows, and Strawberry stables.
Here we are.
We're getting that.
Must be a way off.
We're getting that bear. More poop.
Must be close.
It's kind of weird that the tracks don't appear until we interact with poop. You would have thought that Rockstar would have, if they're going to put this much effort into it, you would have thought they would have just had all of the tracks be there all of the time. Crowfo, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid and the host. Everyone, welcome the other Scottish Crow streamer. Howdy there, folks. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Skye Blacke. I am a Scottish variety streamer, Scottish goth variety streamer, who tends to focus on narrative-based games and use my degrees to dissect the storytelling in them and just kind of talk about the way they're wrote. And we also play Minecraft on Mondays because why not? How you all doing? How was your stream? This is the wrong screen again. Can we give a shout out to Crowfo, please? Oh! Bear! 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 Sitting on my hat. You have killed a legendary animal. Sell the pelt to the trapper who can then... Jesus Christ. So narratively speaking, that shows that I'm not really good at this. Fuck me. That is a lot of bear. This is a bit graphic. We're gonna look at the sky. Or we could look at the sky. Get it? I mean me. So this is my first playthrough. It's not my first playthrough, but it's gonna be my first full playthrough. I've seen a bit about this game, I know a bit about this game. It makes it easier to talk about narrative-wise as well. But I basically played up until maybe midway through the Valentine chapter, and then stopped playing.
Let's go, girl.
I'm one of those weird people who have sunk like 170 hours into Red Dead Online and played like 3 hours of the Red Dead story. Let's have some salted beef, considering we got fucking mauled alive by a giant bear. Maybe hunting isn't my thing. Maybe I'll just stick to fishing. Now, I believe there's a mechanic in this where I can set a waypoint and then just kind of do this.
Yeah.
And the game will effectively just play itself. So narratively, not a huge amount has happened so far since we got to Valentine. We've seen that Sean is alive. Oh fuck. What are you shouting about, sir? You're not one of them. You are. Hi there, buddy.
Oh, Jesus! Please! I can't take this pain!
Give
I'm all
health cure.
slashed. I'm burning up.
Got some medicine. Better than nothing.
Damn it, that won't help! Look at me! I'm bleeding out in here. Can't stay. I can't hold. I can't.
Okay, girl.
We'll just
Yeah.
just get back on the path. Yeah, so we have seen the group has this whole no man left behind dynamic that is quite interesting. However, it kind of fails when Trelawney was immediately like, you know, they're looking for you, Dutch. It's you they want. They don't really want anyone else. And Dutch was like, yeah, it always is me. Surely if Dutch was such a charismatic and caring leader as he indicated at the beginning, he would separate himself from the group because he realizes him being here puts everyone else in danger. But, you know. Unfortunately, Dutch is one of those characters who it seems you will have to explain to that just because you say nice things and you act like what you're doing is all moral and virtuous, if that's not followed up by the accompanying actions, it's not really that. Thank you for the clip chorus. Be sure to throw that in the Discord as well. And if you want to join the official SkyeBlacke Discord, you can with !Discord. I am the royal monarch of smooth as fuck segues. I wonder if Pearson will want this bear. Thank you for Buster Check, and thank you for the SkyeBlacke. I found my water bottle. I was gonna say like, what do they call it? Canteen? Which just shows I've been playing this game too long. As I gallop into the hills. Where was it? In another cupboard. I have the perception of a 2-year-old. If things aren't immediately where I left them, or something gets put in front of them, I just forget they exist. It is my curse. One of many. The only thing about streaming this game is there is a lot of periods where there is nothing to do. I'm so sorry. What is it with these games and me killing rabbits? Like, I could just fast travel everywhere, but I feel like you're kind of missing some of the Red Dead experience. The Dead Redemption experience, if I do that. What's the point in getting a really nice horse if we never use it? Dead Redemption. Oh, by the way, since I haven't been looking at the stream, has the pop-up thing been going every now and again? Your horse is dirty. This will cause... Groom the horse. Feed the horse. Feed yourself. Crow in the corner. No, there's a little banner that should appear beneath my camera every half an hour. The crow in the corner is called Adric, and we love him. It'll appear every about half hour or so. Give you some information about me or the stream or stuff. You must increase your bond with your new horse before it is able to perform additional actions such as rearing. You have a crow called Cranston. You kind of missed an opportunity to call him Crowston there.
It's all right, girl. Hey, have this, girl.
Let's get some fine brandy in us. I think some alcohols in this game, like, they give you more energy and more Deadeye, but lower your health, which again is another great little... Oh, shootout! What's going on here? O'Driscoll.
Come on, you want to go the other way?
Come on. Watch yourself. We've got you.
Rival gang members. Thank you for the dollars.
I'm gonna tell the law all about you. If they ever come out here.
We being honourable, or I'm trying to play it in such a way in which I feel like is appropriate to where Arthur's emotional journey is. Which is to say, we're starting kind of unhonourable and probably getting more honourable as the story goes. Because from what I understand about this game, that is kind of the narrative. No, I'm trying to help you.
You shoot that lock. I won't tell the law on you.
Alright, get out of here. Wait, aren't you also an O'Driscoll?
I ride with Colm O'Driscoll.
You probably shouldn't have announced that so aggressively. Anyway, we'll just take that. It's like, you shoot that lock and I'll be all nice to you. You fucking idiot. And then you wonder why you get shot in the back of the head and you try to run away. What was this guy's plan? Run away, steal those horses and escape into the night? Wasn't a great plan, if I'm honest. Oh, I thought that was a really big cliff for a second. That same moment of panic is when you go over a roller coaster and it, like, you're just on the top and your stomach flies out of you. What did I fucking hit there? That happened as I went over the cliff. Howdy, Pearson. Remove legendary bear pelt. Surely Pearson will have, like, something to do with this. Each day Pearson will make a stew which you can eat from the pot. Nice. I'm trying to give him a giant bear.
Hello, Arthur. Glad to be off that mountain, Mr. Pearson?
Yes, indeed. Lots to do now.
Donate.
Yeah. You know, these hides and furs
Perfect
can also be
raccoon
done
pelt?
up into coats and boots and such.
Good opossum
Beyond my
pelt.
skills, but there's a
Fishy-
trapper that travels around these parts, Canadian feller, skilled tanner. He can make just about anything. You should drop in on him sometime.
Okay, I'll keep my eye out for him.
We'll just
Hopefully
donate.
This'll help a bit.
We can just buy food that we need.
This should be some real good eating.
Who is humming terribly in the background?
It all counts, Pearson.
Yay, we have enough food. The trapper is shown by a bear symbol with a dollar sign on it. He's all the fucking way down there. Alright, back on the horse. We can't do anything until we deliver this bear pelt. Excuse me. Hey, Karen.
How are you? Covered from that business?
I was gonna
in
say,
the
how's your
hotel?
face?
Oh, yeah. So we gonna hit that bank I told you about?
Maybe. Gotta get that massive furry coat. I do like big coats. Big coats are a staple of my wardrobe. Which is ironic, because I'm 5'7". So big coats just make me look even smaller. Alright, back on the ride. I kind of wish you could go up to like one of your companions and be like, hey, I'm going to the trapper. Come with me. You know, come hang out like you can in GTA where you can call your friends and do stuff with them. It would make these rides a bit less lonely. But I suppose there's no easy way if they get killed that they can just send you a text message like they do in GTA and be like, yeah, this is your fault. They'd have to mail you a telegram. That was a loud gunshot. Ooh, and there's a stranger mission up there. We'll hit that as we head back. And then we'll swing by Reverend Swanson. Ooh, something there too. Hello. Howdy, Prospector.
I hope you ain't looking for gold, partner. I ain't seen so much as a fleck round here.
Great.
Well, good luck to you.
Hey, give me some goddamn space here, will you?
Just curious is all. No need to get rattled.
I reckon this guy has gold. Maybe we'll come back a bit later. We'll put on our amazing disguise of a bandana, and then he'll never see it coming. So what's everyone been up to today? What's everyone been up to this? I always love hearing about what you guys do when you're not here. Oh shit. Of course, you don't have to wait for me to ask. You could just be like, dump it in the chat if you wanted. Hello.
Hello.
I have rode
Face there.
for a bloody mile to talk to you. By my
All right,
bear.
let's have a look. All made to measure.
Clothing. I probably should have... Yeah. I wanted the money more than anything. The bear hunter. Legendary bear hat. Yeah, I think I'm good with how I look. Let's go see the Reverend. I think there's a train nearby. The Trapper is a permanent shop in Saint Denis, in addition to a travelling store that can be found in the wilderness. Noted. Oh, bugger me.
Whoa, whoa!
Now, is there a way to get on this train and not roll? Oh. Okay, I didn't know what I thought was going to happen there. lost my hat again. God, what a fucking day for Arthur. He got mauled by a bear and then hit by a train. And then he'll go back to camp and people will be like, what are you up to, Arthur? And he's like, oh, you know, the usual. I wonder what this guy's thinking. I bet this guy thinks I'm gonna rob him. No, this is just a quicker way to get across. See you, partner. There was a... Hello. Who be you?
Don't understand this at all.
What's the problem?
Problem? No, there's no problem. Quite the
Okay.
contrary. Well, there is a problem. For me, but not for you.
All right. I ain't got time for
No, wait! Give me a minute of your life. I might just change it forever. I'm sure you will have heard of me. Maximo Cristobal Valdespino, the renowned explorer.
Can't say I have.
There has been much written about me. I once had high tea with the Viceroy of India. I helped liberate South America. I've climbed mountains and swum across seas. I have had many women. I've spent...
Anyone who needs to boast this much about their accomplishments has not done half of what they're saying.
The last 3 months hunting treasure on the American frontier. Beautiful country. Reminds me a lot of Almeria. But tomorrow I set sail for the island of Shikoku in the Japanese archipelago in search of the legendary Tokushima sapphire.
Well, good for you.
No, hold on. You see this map here? It was made by the Jack Hole gang. They rob banks all the way from here to California.
Yeah, I know who the Jack Hall gang are.
Oh, them you have heard of, but me? Ha!
We ran in different circles, buddy.
Rumor has it they buried gold somewhere in this area, but were killed before they could retrieve it. They created 2 maps to ensure it was well hidden. This is the first and should lead you to the second. You just need to follow the landmarks drawn here.
Isn't that a needlessly complicated way to save
Unfortunately,
something?
I am out of time now, but I am prepared to sell it to you for the low price of $10.
There's a lot of
trifling
trains that
investment
come
for a
through
man
this
such
area.
as you, given the potential returns.
I mean, we could just rob him, but we won't.
What the hell? Why not?
A very wise investment. I wish you the best of luck.
Hold. You've acquired a map that is said to show the location of the notorious Jack Hole gang lost treasure. Okay, do I get to look at the map? This is my journal. This is like the thing in Star Wars that bothers me about Rise of Skywalker. That's right, it's time for another Skye Complains About Star Wars rant.
Let's go, girl.
In this episode, Skye complains about the rise of Skywalker and the fact that the plot makes no fucking sense. And the fact that someone got paid to write that plot. There's a white horse here that I'm interested in.
Hi there. Don't worry.
Hi. I'll calm this horse and I'll complain about Star Wars, okay?
No, easy.
I'm not just Palpatine surviving, despite the fact that that does detract completely from all the other characters' stories. Rey somehow finds the Wayfinder to the ancient Sith planet with an ancient dagger that just happens to be a map that perfectly resembles the wreckage of a spaceship, space center, space station that would crash 1,000 years later. I guarantee if you question the writer about it, he'll just go, Force did it.
Settle down. Go easy. Easy.
Easy, easy, girl.
All over.
Girl?
Yep.
Now, what are your stats compared to Nightingale's? I mean, you're about as big. Versus Nightingale. Who is much better. Okay, never mind. Bye.
Yep.
Fuck that plot, indeed. That's just bad writing. Howdy, sir. The Force lives in everyone, but let's tell the story of only this one particular bloodline. Yeah, it also creates this weird idea of blood purity, and like Star Wars needed more nasty allegories. Anyway, let's go talk to the Reverend. Oh boy, more green water. I'm stuck in the water.
You hear, Reverend?
Can you imagine being that horse? Random person comes out of nowhere, shoves something in your mouth, sits on you for a while, and then just leaves. Based on some of how my past relationships have gone, I can imagine being that horse.
You looking at me?
It's fucking terrible.
Sorry, friend. Didn't mean to.
You goddamn idiot.
Mr. Morgan.
Hello, Reverend.
I took your advice, sir. I took your advice.
Then your god has finally deserted you. What you talking about?
I took your advice, sir. I have removed myself from Morpheus's embrace.
Morpheus is
no
the
more
best
shall
endless,
I
though.
think, sir. I am free.
He's talking about Morpheus.
I am free.
You don't seem free, friend. You seem drunk.
Sit down, Reverend. We ain't finished.
You ain't finished. Look at him. He's finished.
None of us forced liquor down his throat. Friend, I just want him to play.
Now, firstly, we ain't friends. Don't make no mistake on that subject. Now, secondly, he can't hardly see, let alone reason. Now, reasoning ain't never been one of my strong points neither, but seeing I do just fine. You want to
Look
step
at
out?
Arthur instinctively reaching for his gun in like the most minor of confrontation.
Outside or deal with business here.
I just want him to finish the game.
Why can't we all just get along? These are good men, Arthur. They're children of God. They're children of God.
Oh. How's about you playing his place, huh? That seems fair?
Fair?
Sure. You want a game?
Oh, fine.
Sure.
Don't gamble.
Play a few hands.
Well, sit yourself down then.
It's fine when I do it, but you don't.
I'm Luther. This is Marvin.
Hello, Luther and Marvin.
Fortunate for you both for being gentlemen about this.
Same goes for you.
We're the ones with guns.
So, how you two know each other anyway? Don't seem like the likeliest of friends, if you don't mind me saying.
We go a long way back.
Cool.
And now you're his chaperone.
I
Yeah,
guess
basically.
it's something like that. Can we play?
Would you like to play a game with Gwen? I've never played Gwen. I've actually never played The Witcher
He can't be
either.
no real clergyman. He committed about 5 cardinal sins just in that chair you're sitting in.
I think he used to be. He's drifted
Pair of
a
queens,
little
we'll
in
bet.
recent years. Life is a challenge to all of us.
Can you imagine him at the pulpit? If he could stand up.
On the fourth day, he turned water into whiskey, and I don't remember much after that.
Luther, stop bullying my friend.
No.
Check.
He's a decent fella going through a bad time.
If you like
Disrespect
story
him.
analysis, then Witcher 3 is a game to go for. Don't need to play the other two. Fortunately, I've read some of the Witcher books, so I know the games aren't the exact same canonicity, but it gives me at least
Dan, and
an
you'll
understanding
find
of
yourself
the
in a
world.
bad time too.
All right,
Ooh.
all right. Just trying to have a little fun here. It is a
let's
game after all,
raise the
mister.
bet to 20 cents.
Okay.
Let's get that pot up to
Here.
$1.
Pile of crap. Big pile of nothing.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm taking Marvin's money off of him. You have unlocked the Gambler Challenge. Marvin, I'm taking your fucking money, buddy. Just gonna skip the deal. 10
Just
cents.
a little wager.
Okay.
I'm taking all
Let's start
$7.
this low for now.
Full. No tactics, just blind go for it. Maybe I should have had some tactics.
Nah. Okay then.
I should have had some tactics.
No.
Uh-uh.
I'm fucked. Let's try and bluff him out.
Well, someone's got to raise it.
Didn't work.
There.
How about that?
Fuck it, I'm done.
Gentlemen, this is getting too rich for me.
Sit down.
Oh, I'm done, friend. It's been a real education. Come on, Rip.
Yeah, you steal
Where
your
is
friend's money.
Where'd he go?
Who?
The Reverend. Where?
A smart gambler knows when to back out.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Reverend! Reverend Swanson! Where'd you go?
A smarter gambler knows not to gamble at all.
Hey, get your hands off him.
Say a word.
You keep.
Oh, why does that never work? Reverend Swanson has died. Fine then. When speaking to people in the world by holding LT to focus on them while
You
nearby.
crazy?
Why is no one either the law comes down on me or no one's intimidated by a man with a gun?
Get your hands off him.
Say a word.
You keep. You stay out of it. Get your hands off him now, you son of a bitch.
What the hell is your problem?
He's with me.
Stop taking my hat from me. Jesus Christ, he's kicking the shit out of me.
Come on.
Yeah, how's it feel, little fucker?
You ain't much of a fighter.
Pair of damn fools!
Still think you're tough?
Oh my God! Killed him. I'm gonna get the law on you.
God damn it. Hey, hey buddy. No. Come back. Come back.
You, get back here.
I don't want to kill you, buddy, but I will.
You better stop right there.
Stay away from me.
I said stop, damn it. Keep your mouth shut.
Please don't hurt me. Yep. I won't tell a soul. I promise.
Good. Get the hell out of here.
Now, where's the Reverend gone?
Now what? Where's
Oh, for
Reverend?
fuck's sake.
Hey, Reverend!
Hey, it's that man who's down in the left-hand corner there.
Hey! Come on! A friend! It's just a simple mistake. You can still be saved?
Interesting that Arthur defaults to the assumption that Reverend Swanson is going to commit suicide here. Like, that's the way I intend that. Like, he immediately starts trying to reassure him. Which maybe tells us more about Reverend Swanson's character than intended.
What have you done with your foot? It appears to like this place and wants to stay.
Reverend?
Get your
Reverend.
foot out of here. Twist your leg, you drunken bastard!
Reverend. God damn it, Reverend.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no, you don't! What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you? Throwing me off a bridge like
There
that?
was a goddamn train, you crazy bastard!
Have I been bad again, Mr. Morgan? I'm sorry. I wish I was different.
Let's get you home.
Home? Yeah, that's a wonderful idea. I could have tea with Margaret.
Margaret? Who's Margaret?
What?
So here you really kind of see the kind of people that Dutch attracts.
Tea,
Idealists, and also just people who have nowhere else to go. And people who have nowhere else to go are in a very vulnerable position around charismatic leaders like Dutch.
Close the drapes.
If you can't tell, chat, we are not a fan of Dutch. Dutch is a very charismatic, very noble, and very involved leader. But I also think he's a dickhead. And I don't like the way he treats the gang. And I don't like how he separates himself as above the gang. The gang's a community and we're a family, but I'm the leader of that family, and what happens under my roof, you know, you've all heard the rhetoric before. But Reverend Swanson's an interesting character here, because you can tell he's a deeply broken man. Seemingly with some past that he's run away from, and, you know, he uses alcohol and morphine to avoid. But also that phrasing of "I wish I was different" removes self-agency. It makes, again, it's this kind of ideology that the gang all inherently believe in which we are the way we are, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Reverend Swanson has it, Dutch has it, Hosea has it. It's interesting that all the older members of the gang have this ingrained belief that we are the way we are and we cannot change it. And you can almost assume that naturally the younger members of the gang have probably picked it up from them. Because if you grow up being told, you know, you are one thing and you will never be able to change that, you're gonna believe it. But it's such an excuse. I wish I was different. Like, the only person who can fix Reverend Swanson's life is Reverend Swanson at the end of the day. No one else can get him off the morphine.
I was wondering when he'd show up.
No one else can stop him from drinking.
Hey, how did I miss all the fun?
But also, it seems that no one here really wants to.
Mr. Pearson.
Somebody had a good
That
time.
man really needs to learn how to hold his liquor.
Marston.
You're too easy on him, Arthur.
Yeah, no one seems to really want to help him. Which really kind of throws the whole "we're a community" thing
You
back in
better
his
sleep
face.
your way to salvation, my friend.
What happened?
Just the usual.
Poor bastard.
Exactly.
Except
well,
for maybe
thank you,
Miss
Mr.
Grimshaw.
Morgan. I'll keep an eye on him.
He was lucky this time. Real lucky.
And we return to the camp. What's up about
Mr. Morgan?
Hi, Susan.
Probably just needs to sleep it off.
Well, he looks like he's been up for days.
Probably has. Let's contribute to the camp a wee bit. We'll give an item first. Got a $10 gold pocket watch. We'll donate that. Now, I think there's a ledger here, which has quite an interesting piece of information
What you
somewhere
want?
in it.
One sour son of a bitch, ain't you? Only when I see you. Only when I see you.
There should be a ledger or something around here that I can read. We'll give a bit of money. We'll donate $2. I guess we haven't got the ledger set up yet. Hey, Dutch.
So, a feller in town recognized me from Blackwater.
That's not good.
It's okay, though. I dealt with it.
You threw him off a fucking cliff, Arthur.
Okay, I'll catch you later, then. All right, then.
Oh, is that Sadie?
How are you holding up?
Not very well.
Oh, I'm sorry. It will get better eventually. All right, well, I should be getting on.
That's not really the kind of thing you say to someone who's lost their husband. Because it won't get better eventually. It just becomes manageable eventually.
Uncle? Hey. What you got going on?
Like, there's
Nothing much.
There's no real inherent benefit, I think, of deluding everyone into being like, eventually, you know, the pain goes away, because it doesn't. The pain stays. You just learn to deal with it. Oh, I do not like clean-shaven Arthur. What about goatee Arthur? Should we go with goatee Arthur? God, he looks fucking old now. He looks exhausted. Look at him. Goatee Arthur's kind of nice.
Evening.
Should probably get some rest in. Examine photograph. What? Beatrice Morgan. Is that, I'm guessing, my mother? Maybe? Rambles through something something. Rambles through woods and plains. A field guide to the botanical kingdom. Oh, mushrooms. Mushroom dance. Mushroom dance. What could it mean? It means you've lived a life of sin. The Zoology Compendium. Zoology Compendium of Earth's Creatures. So theoretically this should have an entry on humans. The badger, the skunk. Huh. Well, we'll take that with us too. You always need a sidearm equipped. Double action revolt. We'll store this. And we'll store this. Because I think we have the silver gun, and I like the silver one because it looks nicer than the goblin gun. Can I play the banjo? Oh.
Girls ain't happy. Let me tell you that for nothing. Not happy at all. Don't know why. Well, that's not true. I do know why. They're lazy, good-for-nothing brats. Every last one of them. They're whores with ideas miles above their station. I mean, in my day, it just didn't happen. Talk back to a madam? I'd have been horsewhipped. And I was. Oh, I was horsewhipped. And I'm grateful. Oh, I wish Dutch had let me whip some of them pathetic wretches into shape. They need it. Oh, so help me God. They need it. I mean, it's bad now, but it's only gonna get worse.
Meanwhile, Mary Kate's just in the background, like,
ridiculous.
wandering away.
There's simply no respect for their betters.
Right, well, back to that. Let's go get some stew. When you grab a bowl of stew, you'll need to wait a few days before being able to grab another one. Yummy stew. Hi,
Hey,
Tilly.
So that feller who was hassling you and Valentine.
I'll tell you another time, okay?
Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Yes. See you later.
I like that stuff like guard duty is split equally between everyone.
Hey,
You see too many pieces of fiction where it's
like the chance to shoot a fella and not feel bad about it.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Stay alert.
Yeah, you see too many pieces of fiction where it's like you've got, you know, the men folk who do all the work and the women folk who do other kinds of work. And then maybe like one or two women who are guards or have guns or stuff. But normally there's a pretty equal divide. Or there's a pretty equal divide between workmanship. Whereas this has more of an equal divide in terms of, yes, roles in the camp, but everyone still contributes the same thing.
Hey, hey.
What, Arthur?
Wake the fuck up.
You were snoring, that's all.
I need to sleep.
Sorry. Let me apologize.
Starting to look like home.
It's taking shape.
Good work, Miss Grimshaw.
How are you? Wouldn't that be nice?
There she is.
Hi.
Smile. Things could be worse.
I gotta head out. Catch you later. Okay. Catch you later, Tundra. It was nice to see you. Lovely to see you as always. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, let's do Kieran's mission while we're here.
Help me. Speak to them for me.
So I can either threaten him or I can antagonize him.
Speak! Don't cry, boy. Speak about your gang.
I can't.
Boy.
Whoa! Hold your horses there. It seems the cat has got our friend here's tongue. I was thinking Mr. Williamson could have a word.
You ready to talk, boy?
I told you, mister. I told all of you. I don't know nothing, okay? They ain't no friends of mine. I just been ridden with them for a while.
Horseshit. You see, we heard that part, so how about you tell the truth?
Problem is, no matter what Kieran says, we aren't gonna believe it now. Because he's like, I don't know anything, and then he could, you know, come up with, he could say, oh, actually, you know, here's all of Colm's plans, and all of this other stuff. And we're still gonna be like, yeah, that's horseshit. because we have no reason to believe him. We have no reason to trust that he would tell us the truth. And as a result, he has no reason to tell us the truth, because anything he says, we're going to accuse him of lying anyway.
That's what you want me to do.
Hurt him, so the next time he opens his mouth, it is to tell us what is going on. Ah, who am I kidding? One of O'Driscoll's boys couldn't open his mouth, but he'd tell a lie.
See?
Screw it. Let's just have some fun. Geld him.
Yeah! What's he doing? Where's he going?
Oh, don't worry. You're only balls, boy. Just gonna cause you trouble. You know, in Imperial Rome, eunuchs was among the happiest and most loyal of courtiers.
No, you're kidding me, right?
Of course.
You sick bastards! Oh, what do you want from me?
Well, you are gonna talk. The only question is now or after we got these little fellas off.
Okay, listen. I know where O'Driscoll's holed up, and you're right. He don't like you any more than you like him. He's at 6 Point Cabin. I'll take you there. Serious, I don't like him. I mean, I like him even less than I like you, no offense.
Oh, none taken.
Okay then, partner. Why don't you take a few of us up there right now? I got this, Dutch. Should be fun. All right, you. Come on. Let's go. Let's both hope you ain't trying to trick us, O'Driscoll.
I ain't no O'Driscoll.
You sure as shit was. John, Phil, come here.
It's a separation of
Social
us
call
versus
needs
them.
making. Where we heading?
Up into the hills behind Valentine. Well, I'll show you.
John, you take this little
Like, at
rattlesnake
what
with you.
point does
Any
someone
nonsense
become an
killer.
O'Driscoll?
Sure. You're gonna pay your buddies our respects.
Like, at what
taking
point,
us to Cole?
how long do you
That's what
ride
he
with
says.
Colm
Come
O'Driscoll
on.
I'm taking you to
before
him. Look, I'll give you
you
more directions
become
when
an
we're close.
O'Driscoll?
But if I know where we are, it's up past Valentine.
All right, I'll lead.
What music is this? This is weirdly intense
Sharing
what's
saddle
going
with an
on.
O'Driscoll. Who'd have thought?
How many times I gotta say? I ain't an O'Driscoll.
You sure look like one, and you smell like... God damn. You smell like one, too.
I smell like horse shit.
That's right. Boy, are you high.
Morgan! You got throwing knives in your saddlebag. Dutch said that you might... I was asked to give them, and I'm doing you the further courtesy of telling you about it.
Next time you want to give me something, how about you give it to me, instead of hiding it somewhere, hoping the opportunity comes up to mention it?
Last goddamn favor I do you.
Hey,
I wonder if there's some tension between Bill and
it's
Arthur
over here.
because of how the train robbery
Yeah,
went,
I know this
and how the
country.
mistake was
Take this
Arthur's
track up
fault,
through the rocks.
but Bill took the blame to it.
How you holding up, John?
Fine. Still ain't right, but I'm fine.
You damn well should be after all that bed rest.
Hey, all right. Abigail wouldn't let me up. You know her. She won't be reasoned with.
Well, when you was having a failure of reason, and hiding behind your woman, we were getting shot at.
And I'd do the same for you. If you was in a bad
We're also
way.
getting thrown through a
I
bar,
hope so.
dodging a train,
But I fear you don't know how to help anyone.
chasing a guy on a horse.
Except in yourself.
You see,
Jesus,
O'Driscoll?
Arthur.
If this is how he treats his friends, imagine what he does to his enemies.
I got an inkling of what you all do to your enemies when you put those gelding tongs to my parts.
Bill, you still got those tongs?
I got a knife. Won't be so clean, but it'll do the job.
Keep that in your mind, young feller. Right at the forefront of it.
I swear.
See, the gang aren't acting... Well, they are acting like bad people, but they're not just doing malicious things. They are acting, it seems, in a way in which they think bad people would act. And because they think of themselves as bad people, they have to act that way.
I promise. I am taking you to Combe as best as I
For the
can.
love of God, it's
You'll
pronounced
see.
column.
I'll make good. Now we go left. Road will take us up and round.
Also, you can throw this back on the Bill is gay.
Those are the
theory
hills.
pile as
Head
well.
for 'em.
Save your horses. We gotta climb, boys.
You know, you all ain't that different from the O'Driscolls.
Oh, that's
What
not
did you
wanna
just say?
I've been watching you all these weeks, and,
You've been tied to a tree. You don't know nothing about this gang.
yeah,
Look
well,
how that immediate us versus them narrative. John is immediately getting
I'd
defensive.
say you don't know much about the O'Driscolls. But maybe I know more about you than you know about them. And I know all about them, so...
Tell us then. How are we like those mongrel dogs?
You're outlawed like them. You're out to survive like them. You live rough. You live hard. Fighting the law. Nature. You're out for yourselves.
See? This is why you're an O'Driscoll, O'Driscoll. You're out to survive. We're out to live. Free. Combs a sneak thief and a killer. Dutch is more like a teacher.
From where I've been, you just look the same as all.
Then you looked, but you ain't seen.
John, shut that boy up.
Enough out of you.
Boys, we're almost on them.
Is that, you know, if we compare ourselves to the people that we are like but think we're better than, the moment that someone's like, yeah, you're more like those guys than maybe you even choose to accept, we start to question our world values, and we're like, well, fuck. Because I think somewhere, again, the gang know that they aren't
what he says it
good
is,
people, and they aren't, well, they know they aren't good people, they mention it frequently.
we can end years of fighting, here and now.
But they also don't accept
here.
that maybe
I
they're
swear, this is where
just
he
as bad as they think they are.
Okay, now cut left up here.
Also,
we
interesting
go
to note
down the
that
hill
Dutch
into
isn't
the
here.
forest.
We're about to take down his biggest rival, and he hasn't
Go on in
given us the
quiet.
courtesy of coming with
Taking them
us.
out as we find them. Trying not to set things off. But
One
if
rule
we
for
do,
them, one rule for us.
we move quick and hard. Settle this like we know how, okay?
Okay by me.
With you, Morgan.
All right, then.
Through the trees here.
Easy.
Oh, my horse bonding increased.
Hey, we're real close. I'd leave your horses the other side of this clearing.
I'll get my guns off my horse, and I'm ready.
Easy, Bill. Quiet.
Let's see. If we want to be quiet, we got... Yeah, these are all good.
This is it. The cabin's just the other side of this hill.
Okay. Off your horses. Let's go.
You gonna get them knives?
I said easy.
Follow me, all right? It ain't far.
We might have shared a horse, but we ain't friends. Remember, I'm watching you. Every moment.
I ain't gonna shop you now. Come on. It'd be suicide.
You'll
Fair
die,
argument.
boy. But you'll lose your balls first.
Jesus Christ. Hey. There. You see?
I feel for Kieran, I really do. He does not have a good life
Okay,
right now.
get down.
Cabin's in the clearing down there. There'll be a bunch of fellers hiding out there, too.
Are these fellas armed?
Armed, drunk, wary of strangers, yup.
And Colm O'Driscoll?
He'll be holed up in his cabin. Be passed out, booze blind, likely as not.
Hey, over there. Someone's coming.
So, who's gonna tell him we ain't got nothing for the pot?
Oh, let me think. The fella that spooked the game, I reckon.
I'm gonna drain it. I'll catch up.
No, we ain't gonna fall for that. We're gonna wait so you can tell him yourself.
Yeah,
Interesting that the O'Driscolls are seen coming back, having done identical to what we were doing, which is they're looking and scavenging for food. And they have nothing for the pot, which implies they have their own Pearson. Which is, again, just another similarity between them and us.
If anyone's actually gonna shoot the messenger, it'd be that mean son of a bitch.
Yes, sir.
Come on, shake it off.
Come on. What are we doing about the pisser, Morgan? One by the tree.
I'm gonna send you, Bill.
He's yours, Williamson.
Okay. I got him.
And we're gonna... just in case...
Morgan, the next two. What's the plan?
Sooner we get this over with.
Range
Keep
kill.
back where they won't hear us. When I move, you move. Take them out at a distance.
I can do that.
Look, we're moving on the camp. I left our guide up there. He's meek as a little lamb.
He better be.
Arthur!
Alright.
Feather on the log. What we doing about him?
This one's mine. We need it done right.
Go on and show us, Steve. Okay, now what? We're at the perimeter.
Let's try and keep the stealth up. Although, I could use some beans.
Morgan?
Time to move on him. You ready?
Men in the camp! Men in the camp!
Well, that didn't go well.
It's up! Ah!
Oh, that's on a bird. On a weaver. Like your hat.
Give up, O'Driscolls! We got you beat!
You catch
Said
you
I'm-
unawares!
Your hat.
You're worthless O'Driscoll hats!
The newer gang members have no real reason to hate the except purely that's versus them now.
You stay here, you dead man!
You are lying
You know?
in that little toad!
Home O'Driscoll! Where are you? You Irish
Or maybe they just hate Ireland.
This is quite a
Well, they don't, because of Molly and Sean.
bastard! If you know what's good for you. What are you hiding out in the woods for?
Go away from me!
We caught him on the drink!
That's it!
It's
Turn it tail!
a bit difficult to hear you over the shootout. The shootout is now over, so... We'll turn the game down a bit, though.
Comb's still here.
Other parts of the game are fine, but when the
check.
shootout happens and
You
it's
look out
louder, you
here.
get harder to hear. Well, we turned the game down a bit more, so... Search the cabin. Oh, shit. Hey!
You all right?
Oh, thanks, Kieran.
Oh, thank you.
That gun is barely in your hand, but...
Colm O'Driscoll. He ain't here. You set us up. Come here!
What?
You set us up.
I mean, he
No, I
clearly
didn't.
didn't set us up,
Colm
because...
O'Driscoll ain't here!
He was here, I swear! I mean, if I was setting you up, I wouldn't have saved your life.
It's a good point, Arthur.
Yeah, that.
All right, then, go on. Get out of here.
Hey?
I won't kill you.
I didn't set you
Get
up.
lost.
Get lost.
I'm letting you run away. Now go on, get out of here.
That's as good as killing me. Out there, without you, Colm O'Driscoll's gonna lose his mind about this.
So?
So I'm one of you now.
Ah, shit.
Give me a break. All right, then. But I'm warning you.
Oh, hey, I know.
Come on, let's get to camp.
So you got the cash, then?
What cash?
Yeah, there's usually some cash in the chimney.
I'll check it. Rest of you boys, get to camp, quick.
See, Arthur? I ain't so bad.
Hey, Bill. You tell Dutch old Kieran ain't worth killing. Just yet.
Yeah, right you are.
Ooh, money. I like money. A lockbox. Ginsig elixir. Some shotgun shells. And some assorted biscuits. Except there won't be real... Like, there won't be biscuits. They'll be American biscuits, won't they? God, look at all that money! I love that snake oil is a real thing. More shotgun shells. This weapon is dirty. Weapons become dirty with use and can be maintained by pressing right stick when highlighted in the... I don't know. Clean the double-barreled shotgun. It's a nice gun. Horses do not respond to whistles when you are inside a building. Oh, fuck.
At least you got something tucked away.
$600? Gang share $310, your share $110. I'm okay with that. How do I stow you on my horse? Like that? And then I can go back for my actual gun. Right? And my actual gun despawned. Bollocks. Oh, they're both on my horse. Never mind. Let's eat some chocolate.
Yeah.
Alright, I wonder what else we can still do. We have another about half hour. You want to keep going for another half hour, chat?
Bad girl.
What's this?
What'd I do wrong to you? I need your money, tough guy. Don't try nothing dumb.
Like this.
No, I wasn't. Sorry.
I never miss.
Calm down.
No, I'm shooting the wrong guy. Fuck.
Ain't so full of yourself.
Oh no.
Yeah. Idiot.
bollocks, 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 bollocks. And I have no dead eye left. I have some fine brandy. You are wanted. Lawmen are now searching for you. Great. That's what we needed. We just gotta outrun the police. Perfect. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, it's the homeless fair.
Ain't nobody got a heart.
Stay out of my way. Hello, mister.
Hey, buddy. Hey, mister. Mister. I never learned your name. I never did. You're like a brother, but I didn't learn your name. And I said to myself, Mickey, you never learned that fella's name. Now, you'll never see him again. And you'll be sad. Like when your puppy passed. 'Cause you slept on it. What's your name, mister?
Arthur.
Arthur?
Arthur? My uncle's name was Arthur. Uncle Arthur, we called him, on account of his name. It's a fine name. A strong name. Like a king. You could be my king, Mr. Arthur.
I mean, according
Yes, you
to legend, there was a name of a king. You know, sometimes those random acts of kindness just make people's day. Like the other day, I was traveling for work. No, no, Mickey, I'm so sorry, Mickey, no. I'm so sorry, Mickey.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Hey, not so fast.
You been kicked
Stop.
in the head or something?
I ain't playing here. Oh, you got problems? This ain't a choice I'm giving you. Nothing. Go somewhere else.
You crazy?
I won't ask again.
Oh, God, no!
God damn you, just get out of here.
Where's the law now?
Nothing for you to worry about.
Whoa there.
Well, back on the horse. Back in the opposite direction again. We're not very good at this. I was just giving him another hug and then they even heard me say my name. Yeah, the other day I was traveling for work. My Mondays, by the way, now involve basically 2 hours of me sitting on trains. But I get paid to do it, so, you know, I can't complain. And, I was at one of the turnstiles, and just this random woman was like, "You look really nice today, I like your outfit," and just kept on her way. And I have never received a compliment like that out of the blue, I think, in my life, and now I will remember it forever. Basically, I'm saying you should compliment people. Okay, third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Let's go to Valentine and not cause a kerfuffle. Lawmen have posted a bounty on your head. Avoid them or pay. Okay, I killed like one guy and tackled someone else. Is that really worth the bounty? Really? We're just gonna go pay off the bounty. We've got money.
I see you, friend. I'll help you out presently. Be a lot easier for you once you're all square. Hello. What do you need? See you around.
Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. But yeah, receiving a random compliment like that was real great.
Beating up half the saloon like that?
Come on, there's gotta be a fight every night in that shithole.
Just show some respect next time. We've run far worse than you out of town before.
Get your head out of your ass. Your friend had worse coming. I let him off easy.
Leave me alone.
You approached me, buddy.
Back off.
Okay. I'm not gonna draw a gun on
You're
anyone.
about finished with those antics. We got enough problems around here. Watch yourself.
It's not gonna cause any problems. Just gonna go talk to the man in the bar.
Come on, sir. Try to remember what really happened at Sylvia's Saloon back in '76.
Just a lot of bunk, Plato. It's just a lot of bunk.
It's not bunk, Mr. Calloway, sir.
Who's your friend there?
Put that in your fucking book, Plato.
This is Jim Boy Calloway. The Jim Boy Calloway.
Who?
The gunslinger. Fastest left-handed draw that ever drew breath. He once killed 14 men in a fight at Lucy Hollow.
What are you waiting for?
14 men.
How do you mean?
Well, I reckon right now, kill him yourself.
I don't want to kill him. I want to deify him. He's a god. I'm trying to write his biography.
I'm pretty sure we killed like 18
I'd
men
prefer
10
the
minutes
duel.
ago.
Either
but-
I'd kill him and be able to be Baltimore's finest ever gunslinger, or he'd kill me and I could be set free from ever having to speak to him again.
Well, you're starting to understand something very important.
What's that?
The joys of gunslinging. It's win-win, freedom or glory.
That's brilliant. I'm gonna write that down, if I may.
Be my guest.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
But you are a gunslinger.
Not really. I mean, folks who need shooting, I try and shoot in the back. All that other stuff, it's, well, bunk.
But you fought duels.
Once upon a time, I may have.
And you ain't interested in fame.
I don't think so.
Strange. But you like fortune.
I need money, sure.
Okay, then forgive me, mister, if I seem a little desperate. I am a little desperate. This book, I've got to make a thing of it, and, well, there's a whole list of gunfighters. Legends, every last one. Emmett Granger, Flaco Hernandez, Billy Midnight, Black Bell.
Never heard of him.
Maybe you can go and speak to them. Ask them about Calloway. Any of them get uppity, shoot them. I can't believe I just said that, but...
You want me to go and find some sad, deluded fools like him, ask if he was the greatest, and then if they get uppity, shoot him?
Does sound a lot worse than it did in my head.
How much you paying?
Well, a lot.
How
Half
did
the
it
proceeds
sound
of
in
the
your
book,
head?
if you help me get it written.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, get photos.
Okay.
And there are notes on the back of those portraits that should lead you to him.
I'll see what I can find out.
I imagine we'll be stuck here upon your return.
What version of that story,
Here or some other flop house.
or that, what version of that request comes out with you sounding not completely insane?
Let's go, girl.
Black Bell. Maribel Elizabeth Coulter, the grand dame of the gunslingers, the dynamite dowager. Married 6 times to 6 gentlemen. Gamblers, robbers, outlaws, every one. Never divorced, dresses in her widow's weeds. Sole remaining survivor of the Coulter Tobin gang. Outlawed after robbery in Rhodes. Private contract for her life or liberty. Large reward. Last reported sighting near Blue Water Marsh. Do not approach. Too dangerous for mere biographer. Billy Midnight. Born William Schnell, the man who killed Rabbit Matthews. Little known about midnight before killing. Thought to have been Matthews' rifle cleaner and stable boy. New Callaway then. Overnight sensation, gained national celebrity. Speaking tours and reenactment from St. Louis to San Denis, San Francisco, etc. Received death threats and suffered attempts on his life. Now a recluse save for regular sightings at the road train station. Let's go after Billy.
Clear my day.
We're gonna look at all of them now.
Trail.
Pervert Killer Hog Fancier, 1882, Beaverbrook Massacre, reported sighting. 1886, Laidlaw family disappearance, rumor involvement. 1890, the Charpel killings, suspect. 1894, Fosse gang arrest, witness. 1895, federal pardon. At present, keeper of hogs near Flatiron Lake. Interview refused.
Hey, come on, move it.
And Flaco Hernandez. The Terror of the Grizzlies. Wandered in 8 states, runs with a gang of at least 10. Stone Cold Killers, is that right? Raids into Annisburg, Valentine, Strawberry and the surroundings. Gazette reports. Hideout of Colton, deep in the Grizzly Mountains. Unlikely conversationalist. We are not going back to the fucking mountains anytime soon. Alright, we got Emmett Granger down there. Flaco Hernandez up there. Some strange event going on over in Fort Wallace. I don't know why I'm talking with this accent now. Black Bell over there. And Billy Midnight over there. I guess we go talk to... guess Emmett makes the most logical sense, but... maybe we could head down to Rhodes. Though fast travel is currently locked, it seems. Discover more regions to use the stagecoach.
Come on.
Alright, let's go get Emmett then.
No.
You got a problem? What is the heck's the matter with
you? Yep.
Yeah, Arthur very much strikes me as a man who just wants to be left alone. Like, he has no lofty ambitions, he has no big desires to be, you know, a gunslinger or a hero, or even really an outlaw. He just... I think he just wants peace. But because of the environment that he's been raised in, the only way he can see to get that peace is to do horrible things. Like, so far this game is really a commentary on the desperate... like, one of the things this game is...
I don't think you should just be wandering around here, friend.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Not a thing happens round here without an O'Driscoll saying so. Understand me?
You really shouldn't rile me. Ain't wise.
That's it!
O'Driscoll into your corner!
My hat. These people have got to stop hitting my hat. So as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by those gentlemen, one of the things that strikes me about Arthur is he is someone who wants to be very much left alone. And I've already said this part. He's someone who wants to be left alone, and he can't really see any other way to do it than to be a horrible person.
Okay, girl. Yeah.
But yeah, I think the idea that the Old West is coming to an end is really quite an important missed out fact when you consider the character and their setting. Also, did the pop-ups ever occur, by the way, while you guys have been here? Underneath my name, because I haven't seen them out of the corner of my eye. And if not, that's going to be really annoying. God damn it. Like, I just triggered that one. But yeah, the fact that this is the end of the Old West really shows you what desperate people will do to survive when they feel threatened. And it's not pretty. Ooh, the frame rate fucking died there. I do enjoy this new setup though, because it means I can rest myself on my head on my hand. God damn, I worked really hard on those pop-ups and now they don't even work. What do you guys think of Arthur and the gang so far?
Hey, enough out of you! Stay back from the wagon, sir. Transporting a fugitive.
Hey! Hey, you! Please! You gotta get me out of here! Let me out of here! I got a wife and kids!
Shut up and keep
Who's
still!
back there, anyway?
Just what in the hell is your problem?
I never robbed a thing in all my life! Come on!
Do we help this guy?
You're giving me a headache!
Ooh, this looks serious.
I won't ask again! Move out of the way! The hell do you think you're doing?
I actually didn't mean to shoot you, but okay.
Let me out! Shoot the lock! Is this some kind of sick joke?
Bye, stranger.
Yeah.
Speaking of strangers, we'll see what this person wants. And we'll do the thing. And then we'll see what happens. Oh, it's... never mind.
Did the university send you?
I've seen this woman. I don't want to start this quest yet. Here we go. Now you're the weirdo, right? Ooh, we got a storm approaching.
Who's this long streak of piss?
Howdy.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
Howdy. You Granger?
That's my name. And my occupation, too, if you hadn't noticed.
Weren't always like that, though, were we? Used to be a quick-draw guy. You knew Jim Boy Calloway?
Used to be's correct. Then days are long over. And who might you be?
Don't matter. I need you to tell me about Jim Boy. Just a quote for a book.
A book about Jim Boy? Well, shit. I can't talk to you now. Look at me. I'm knee-deep in hog crap.
Well, don't mind me. We can talk while you work.
I ain't talking and shoveling. Besides, a young man like you could get it done in half the time.
I don't know about that.
What's to know? You interested in the old days? You shoveled this shit, I tell you some stories. You keep your hands clean, I don't give you squat.
God damn it. These
All
better
right,
be some stories.
I'm shoveling shit.
Oh, they are. Pick up the fork and get to work. Or get out of here and stop wasting my time.
Let's even this game and poop.
Shovel your damn shit.
Jim Boy weren't nothing, you know. Me? I killed men, women, and children, too. Animals. I even killed rocks.
You killed
and I
rocks?
killed them good. I shot folks, stabbed folks, skinned folks. I scalped some. Boy, they scream when you scalp them.
Do you want to be admitting all this
Let me
to me?
work.
Don't know what's got into these hogs, but I know what's coming out of them. I bashed folks, butchered folks. I burned folks alive. Buried folks alive. One time,
I get it, all right? You're mean. What about Calloway?
Now it's clean enough to eat off.
I guess I'm done.
Get that barrel to the shit pile, and I suppose you is.
All right.
No shortage of shit round here. Comes from hungry hogs and no hands.
And apparently men spewing it.
Hell, that stinks. Okay, I cleaned up your mess. Go on. Tell me about Calloway.
I said I'd tell you stories. I didn't say they'd be about him.
Don't trifle with me, old man. You knew him. Just give me something, anything.
You making a book, you should make it about me.
They're just words, is all. Give me something to say and I'll leave you alone. You owe me that.
Hey, you be careful. Killer like me, it don't take much to end up on the end of my knife. One time...
You know what? I don't think you were anything at all. Just a crazy old man.
I ain't a killer? Well, you'd already be hog feed. I hadn't made a deal with the Federals, got this far.
This is your last chance, Mr. Granger. Give me a quote for the book.
Hey, you don't hit no man of peace, no government witness.
Calloway said you was full of piss, but he didn't tell me the half of it.
I'm itching to drop you, girlie. Only you ain't worth my time. I got too much to lose.
Too much to lose? Well, seeing as I cleaned up this pigsty, I figure I'm in my rights to wreck it. Let's see.
You don't want to do that? You walk away right now.
Well. All I wanted was a quote.
You don't know who you're trifling with. That's my stick!
I didn't mean to kill his pig. You didn't place the dynamite on... I mean, I threw it in the manure store.
That's my stick!
God. This game is particular.
There you go.
No. No. No! You did not!
Shit.
You just took yourself a regular shit shower, Mr. Granger. Boy, that's real nasty.
You earned yourself a killing. And I'm gonna enjoy it now. Draw! It's gonna be the last thing you do.
I win. And we'll just... The camera is too far away to capture his appearance. Let's take Gramit's revolver. Let's see how this is. That's a nice gun. we'll just add this to the horse.
All right, girl.
Well, we murdered we murdered a pig farmer, and then we stole 33 cents off of him. Broke into his house. Ooh, he has a gun here. A lot of dynamite. Oh, those are oat cakes. Never mind. As I said, Arthur, we never went with the assumption that Arthur was a good man. In fact, based on his own words, he's a piece of shit. So we play him like one. Alright, we'll head back to camp, and I think we will, after that, call it a stream.
Yep.
Been going for just over 3 hours. Slipped back into the accent again, haven't I? Let me know if you guys are enjoying our takes on... Hey, John.
I'm coming in.
Our takes on Red Dead Redemption 2. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a slow one. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If there's anything that I can do to improve it, please let me know. Either in the chat, you can tweet me, you can reach out to me on social media, or you can reach out to me at the official SkyeBlacke Discord. How is the new audio, apart from that one issue with the microphone and the gunfights? I hope the audio is going well.
A disgrace. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Get yourself cleaned up. Come on. Pathetic. You, a man of the cloth. Away with you.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. Well, let's get myself some coffee at least. Oh, hey, Reverend's up. And he's off. Sounds like Reverend Swanson could use this coffee, if I'm honest.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for sparing me like that. I'll work hard. I am not a bad fella. You'll soon warm to me.
Just see that I do.
Oh, you will.
Boy. Thank you for saving my life.
Well, yeah, of course.
I like that. That's a good way to end the episode, I think. I am heading over to sleep, which is why you can still hear the game, but just to save the game while I do so. So, thanks for watching, guys. And I suppose I will see you on Friday with more Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe we'll even get out of Valentine by the time we're done. Yeah, maybe we'll even get out of Valentine. But thank you all very much for watching, and thank you for supporting the stream. There's a few people we could raid tonight. I'm gonna check who's available. Let's raid Lara. We've never raided Lara. There's a lot of Old West mythology and history interwoven. Yes. We've never gotten a chance to raid Lara before. She's raised us, so please go over there and give her a massive amount of crow love. let her know the flock has landed, so to speak. Do not tell me she has just gone off as I... Yeah, drop some Crow love, and thank you all very much for watching. Thank you again, Crowfo, for the raid and the host earlier, and I will see you guys back on Friday. Bye, everyone. Tell Laura I said hi, and enjoy the time. I mean, I'll be there too, but enjoy. We're keeping the Scottish train going. Alright, bye all.